Okay, starting to mark my lines, and I already modified how I was doing it. When I started doing all of, the whole detail. But now, then I moved into just doing inside the box, which is, for me, a little more clean and maybe a little less confusing when I actually put the thin set down. Right, see here? And, yeah, see that? Versus, yeah, I mean, I know it's might not make a difference, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I decided to do. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and let me get set up so I can show you. All right, we started back up, and I put the camera behind me, so I won't be able to see what you're seeing. But I'm hoping that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. If that makes sense. All right, let me take my gloves off. So you see the line, right? You see my laser edge right here, right there. We don't want that. I'm using my straight edge, my full fit straight edge, instead of a level, because this puts it right down on top. If I used a level, it would add thickness to the height of it. But anyway, this is going to give me a better, for me anyway. I've been using this for years. So if you look, you see how the laser light is on this side of my straight edge. It's not on top. All right, if I move it on top, can you see that? We don't want that, or I don't want that. So we're going to move it over, right about here. All right. Then I'm going to come up. I'm going to put my knee down here, which you probably can't see, but I want to secure this side of my straight edge so it doesn't move around when I'm marking. So I'm just going to mark right like so, in between the box, like I described before. Right like so. Yeah, let me get this light. Might make it easier for you to see what I'm doing. Maybe not. That takes away the laser light, but you get the idea of what I'm doing with my little Sharpie. Right? I've had this straight edge for years and years and years and years. There was other straight edges out there with, back in the day when I used to install carpet, we had one that was a straight edge on one edge and it was a serpentine edge on the other. Because sometimes we had to use serpentine, not very often, but a serpentine is like a little meandering, like an S curve, That's a serpentine. Alright, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Let's move this away. Right? See, here's my lines. And I have to do there up, and I have to do my front to back. But yeah, it's a lot more cleaner. I like doing it in between here, because when you go on top of the push in. When you go on top, it gets, I don't know, it's easier for me to look at it and say, oh yeah, there it is. So there's my line. And we're going to take it all the way back to my line up against the wall, right? And then we're going to do a line up against the wall there, and then we're going to do front to back, like I said. All right, so that's how I do it. I mean, I'm sure there's various other ways doing it, but I do what works for me. People do what works for them. And we're going to leave you with the shot right here. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. More to come.